Hello everyone. In this lecture we will explore more about CSS with the help of external CSS. Let's see one example. Here I will create one more HTML page. Right click, new, HTML file, about us. Now here I'll give heading about us and I'll link this page to index.html. So here I can type index.html and inside we have to write the text which will appear on the web page. Let's add a paragraph here. I'll save and open in a browser. Now you can see when I click here it will open home page. Now from here I'll give a link back to the about us page. So let's go to index page and here about us dot HTML. Let's refresh. Now click here about us, it will go here and home page. These two are different pages. Now see the heading here, it's in blue color, alignment is right side, but if you go to about us, there's a heading 1. So how to apply the same rule there? You can see here this is the document based CSS. These rules will be applied only this particular page, not on other pages. For that, if I have to apply the rule for multiple pages, we have to use external CSS. So let's see how to create that. So I can create here new Python file, not Python file, it should be just a file. Let's give here name main.css. Okay. Now you can see it is inside here, right? Usually we don't keep the file here. Let's open in an Explorer. So in an Explorer, like images, we have a folder here. We can create one more folder here, CSS. So all the external CSS we can put inside this. I'll move this file to this folder. Similarly, if it is a JavaScript, we can just create a JS folder and all the files here. Okay. Now let's write some rule here. I'll write for h1. Let's change the color. Okay. So these two properties are there in this external CSS. Now we have to link it so that the rule can be applied. So how to link? Again, go to head. Here we write link href hyperreference and specify the path here. So it is inside CSS folder. Inside CSS the name is main.css. And then what kind of file it is? It is, the relation is, it is a style sheet. So style sheet and close it. Save. Now let's open this page in a browser. Refresh. So if something is wrong, it will show here like this. Let's see the error. So you can see here the tag is closed here. This angular bracket. Remove this part. Now everything is fine. Go back, refresh and see the output. Now heading is changed here. Now what about home page? Home page, it is same. Now let's apply this CSS in index page. I'll remove this part and just paste here. Save it, go back and refresh the page, and home page. About. So this is external CSS. The advantage of external CSS is that it can be linked with n number of pages. So usually we prefer this. Now most of the website you will see external CSS. For example, this website, you can right click, go to view page source. So here you can see the code. Now here we can search. You can see here, this is one external CSS minified. Let's go to next. This is another CSS which is external. All these are style sheets, external style sheets. Now let's write some properties here in this external. Here I'll write for table, and before that let's go to index.html, and you can see here we have a table. Now this border we can put in CSS. Let's test it. So you can see there is no border, right? Now go to here main.css. I can have here border 2 pixel solid. This is the style of the border. Save it, then refresh and see the border. But the border is applied only for table, not inside these elements. Remember, we have discussed about the child, parent and sibling. Now here this border is only for table, not for these rows. So how to apply? You can see here this is table rows, table heading and table data. So I can write here, if I have to write multiple rules, if I have to write the rules for multiple HTML tag, we can just separate by comma. So I want for table data and for table heading. Save it, then refresh and see the border here. Because now here you can see two borders are coming. One is for table row and this is a table data, this is another table data. So one property is there, border collapse the border. Refresh and see here. So there are so many properties. You can explore yourself more properties of CSS. Here we are discussing about the minimum things we should know for the web scraping. Now there is one small issue here. You can see H1, right? This color and background color. Now everyone it will apply the same formatting. You can see inside div, this is H1. There are 3 H1 in this page. So all are having the same property formatting. If I go to about us page, here also it is same. Sometimes we need different formatting for a particular element. For example, here in this inside div, I want some other property. So what we can do? In that case, we can use ID or class. So we'll explore that ID and class in next lecture.